Hi guys, so today we want to talk about the 5 things that I like and I don't like about the first version of Yamaha R25. Right, let's start with the 5 things that I like about this Yamaha first version. The first thing that I like about this is performance. So I'm not a professional rider or racer, but for me, I'm using for the short distance or traveling for commute to work. This Yamaha R25 is sufficient for me, and the performance is never disappoint me. If I just pushing to the acceleration, it will go. It's not like those 250cc motorbike which is not performing. So this is the first thing that I like about it. So the second thing that I like about this is the fuel consumption. The fuel consumption is actually considered low. Tank is about 14 liters. You can travel between 240 to 280 with this 14 liters, and for me it consider its consumption is very low. The things that I like about this Yamaha R25 is the spare part. Basically, you can find the spare part in most motorcycle shop. So this is actually the strong point, because if your motor break down on any highway or on the roadside, you can actually ask someone to help to look for the parts, and you don't have to order and wait for parts to be arrived. So this is the good point. The fourth thing that I like about this is the community of R25. If you notice that community on the social media like Facebook, they have actually quite a big number of people joining that R25 group. I think it's about 70,000 plus in that group. So I noticed that the people in the group are actually quite sharing a lot of this information regarding this R25. Okay, so the last thing that I like about this Yamaha R25 is that the price. So currently the price of this used Yamaha R25 first version, which is ranging around 10,000 to 13,000. It depends on the manufacturer year and the condition. So for my point of view, you can actually get a 250cc bike as your setup 250cc bike, and also you don't have to spend a big amount of money which on the new 250cc bike, which will cost you around 22,000 on the road. So that's the thing that I like about the Yamaha R25 first version. Okay, let's now talk about the 5 things that I don't like about the Yamaha R25 first version. First thing is the suspension. the front and the rear suspension as well is really soft. It's really soft. And when you're passing by the bumpy road or the pothole, all the motorbike will actually start bouncing. So it's not comfortable. The second thing that I don't like is the seats. Right, the seats actually the seats are too narrow for me, and also if you are traveling for a long distance, it's not really comfortable. But anyway, this because of the geometry of the motorcycle is more towards the sport touring. So in overall, it actually is a comfortable bike for you to travel a long distance. The back seat is actually the worst. It's not comfortable at all for long distance. Now the third thing is the wear and tear. If you notice the wear and tear for Yamaha R25 comparing to the competitor, which is Ninja 250 or Honda CBR 250RR, the wear and tear is actually faster than the two model. The wild currents, you have to do it at the 10,000 kilometer of mileage based on the R25 manual. The following thing is the quality build. If you notice the first version of the Yamaha R25, the quality build in terms of the plastic and the screw or the bolt that they use for this first version is actually not that good. And also the nut tends to be dropped or fell off when you're riding. Not that good. So this is the thing that I don't like about it. The last thing is the gear and brake pedal. Because if you are pushing up the gear or downshifting the gear, it's not as smooth. So this thing that Yamaha has to improve about it lah. So verdict: should you buy a used Yamaha R25 first version? Well, if you look at the price point, I would say it's actually a good bargain to get a used 250 motorbike. And also the Yamaha R25 is very popular in Malaysia, so you don't worry about selling in future. There is always a demand. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel.